Okay, we're at the Gartner Conference on the Gold Coast 2022, talking to George Dragatsis at Hitachi Vantara. And George, like, you're in the data business, so I want to talk to you about data gaps, and I want to just walk through it in a sort of methodical way. So can we just start off, give me your own understanding of the context of where we sit right now?
Interesting point here. What we're seeing and talking to delegates here as well, and even in discussions, private discussions one-on-one, we're seeing customers talk about the inability for the technology layer to communicate with the data governance layer, and the data governance layer being able to not effectively communicate with the front-end business side of the organisation. So that creates a data gap, and being able to articulate that value in a common language has been a challenge for a lot of customers. In addition, the ability to collect multiple types of data also compounds that problem in trying to create a common picture and a common language for business to communicate back to its business owners.
So just, can you summarise the challenge ahead?
So the challenges are being able to look at your data and make decisions on a small fraction or a small percentage of the data, as opposed to making decisions on 100% of data. We're finding customers making decisions on a very, very small. In actual fact, we're seeing customers make decisions across 2.5% of their data, and the rest of the data and the value of that is squandered.
Okay. So what do you recommend? Have you got a sort of playbook for this?
We do. We're looking at ways of becoming more intelligent, and so it's really important that we help our customers being able to clean their data, being able to provide a good metadata view, a good perspective of their data from a metadata perspective, catalog their entire data, be able to tag all their data, and that then gives the ability from one part of the business to query and understand all the other relationships that data has, and create a common language through cataloging, metadata analytics as well, and create that final picture that organisations are looking for.
And if they do, if a client does the sorts of things you're talking about, what's the gain there, or what's the reward for it?
I can respond that with an answer from a use case, for example, and something that really resonates really well. We've got a banking customer, for example, that has got disparate data types. So when they were asked from a compliance perspective to erase specific personal identified information, it was very, very difficult for them initially to understand how much data they had for a specific individual. So being able to comply to an individual and prove that they've deleted all that data was an issue. Think GDPR, for example. So what we were able to do and help the organisation was correlate all the pieces of data that were living across multiple locations, that weren't tagged, that weren't clean data, that were sitting in different locations, and being able to create a common view end-to-end of every piece of data, and erase that piece of data and prove to the end user that what they asked for they actually got from a compliance and a governance perspective and a privacy perspective as well. So we're able to help organisations meet compliance requirements very, very effectively and very fast. We're able to help organisations create new revenue streams by looking into and creating proper picture of their data and creating actions across their entire data sets, and drive new revenue streams and new digital transformation initiatives.
All right, great. Thanks for your time, George.
You're welcome. My pleasure.